I was in New York City this last week. Yeah. The greatest city on earth, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Some people would say.
Some people would say, yeah.
I will say, like, pizza and bagels. I don't think there's better pizza or bagels anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
It's something about them. Always love it when I go.
There's a reason why it's called a New York slice. Like it is like...
And I know those, Chicago people or whatever probably
No, get out of here with that. Lasagna. It's not pizza.
But yeah, so always great for that. But then there's also Kat's Deli.
Yep.
And the pastrami.
Yeah. You were mentioning it a lot. No, I haven't, but I know you were talking about it a lot.
So I will say, we were there for a project, so there was other crew members there with me, and a gentleman who had recently been in Philly for a different project, not one that was with me. He was doing something with somebody else. And there was a place that had pastrami that was like, oh, it's as good, blah, blah, blah. And theirs was like, their sandwich was like $18 or something. Mm-hmm. So like Kat's, it's like $28. Like it's just under 30. And
it's New York.
So he's like, dude, this better be good. This other place is like, it was like, a lot cheaper.
Was he really doubting it wasn't going to be good?
He was like, I don't know if is it really worth it, blah, 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 blah. The moment he takes a bite, he was like, oh, yeah, that place in Philly has nothing on this. Mm-hmm. So this is an ad. Cats, you can sponsor this film, this podcast.
Sure, that'd be great.
Go to the Cat, and then of course, from a film related, the original location in Manhattan, because they have the second Taste of Cats in Brooklyn, where it doesn't have the full menu, but it has the pastrami, which is the main thing you want anyway. Mm-hmm. The original location, is the famous scene from Harry Met Sally. It was filmed there,
of course. The scene from Harry Met Sally. Yeah.
When I was there a couple of years ago, still pretty much looked the same. Like
cool.
The interior has not changed, and they probably intentionally so.
Yeah,
because it's nostalgia.
Awesome. Yeah,
so it's also cool for that reason. But
yeah. Well, if we have any listeners in the New York area, let us know. And let us know if there is some like secret. There's probably, I mean, people who live there. That's probably like, hey, actually, you should go here to eat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But
anybody know of a place that's better than Kat's?
Right. Yeah. Let us know.
Pastrami sandwich. Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV, a podcast where we discuss some of the latest streaming shows. This week we are discussing Euphoria Season 3, Episode 3. We do feedback. I think we have feedback. We do have feedback. We have feedback. Then we do what we've been watching. But this week we're doing a new or different segment of basically TrailerFest and
slash Cinemacon,
like instead of what we've been watching. And then a little bit of news, and then we get into our feature presentation, which would be Euphoria Episode 3, Season 3, Episode 3. But first, Jared.
Yes.
We can finally work our way up to being legit.
Okay.
What does legit even mean?
I don't know.
So my name's Josh, and this is my co-host, Jared.
I'm not afraid to die, but I must not die yet.
Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you one guess what that is.
That will be a quote from the Dune 3 trailer.
There you go. Yep. What a shocker.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. What a shocker that I picked a Dune quote.
All right. Well, let's get into feedback.
Okay. Yeah. We do have some.
If you have stuff to share, you can always leave a comment or DM or email us at feedback@screentimepod.com. And
yes,
we appreciate all comments, ideas, questions, controversy,
thoughts and concerns. Yeah. Yes. So we have we got
prayers.
Yeah. Please, prayers. We have 3 comments. So I believe these are all Yes, these are all from the same thing, us talking about Labyrinth versus Hans Zimmer in Euphoria for the score.
All right.
So our first one is Ty Love 2123 says the music could still be better even if it's different. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it seems like I like it more than a lot of people, which is interesting.
I feel like there was moments in this episode that I was like, oh, okay. I can see this is working.
Okay.
And now I didn't actually write those down, which I should have. So when we get to it later, I won't. But I remember thinking a couple times like, oh, I'm really liking what's happening here.
Yeah.
But then still but it just still doesn't feel like Euphoria because of the stuff. But anyway, yeah.
I will still argue though that it is a very different feel now though.
Yeah.
So would Labyrinth then work? I do want to see someone put in the Labyrinth music.
Yeah.
See how it sounds.
Yeah.
But it is not.
If I had more time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Josh, you got so much free time. Just go do it. All right, we got two more. We have one from this one. I apologize for I'm going to butcher your username. Tridiq. Sure. Sorry. But this person says, I love the show. So they like season 3, or they're just talking about maybe season 1 and 2. I don't know.
Maybe they're talking about us.
Oh, that'd be even better. Thank you if that's what you meant.
Probably not.
Yeah, well, maybe. And then our last comment is from someone that we know, from Hadley.
Oh.
Shout out to Hadley.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I was waiting for you to talk about this. And then this emoji, the heart emoji with the hands. So thank you, Hadley, for
commenting
your comment. And that's it. Thank you, everyone that
left
a comment. And keep it coming.
Mm-hmm.
I figured there'd be a lot with Euphoria in general, because it's like the most loved/hated, it seems, show right now. So very interesting.
Very of the time, the pop culture.
Yeah, I think even
good or bad.
Yeah, I think even you and I feel very differently about it too.
Maybe.
Anyway.
All right. So now we're going to get into, in lieu of what we've been watching, we're going to get into trailers / Cinemacon.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think I mentioned to you, I kind of have mine laid out in chronological order.
Okay.
Because they're coming out. So the first thing that we saw that I think that comes out literally this week is Devil's Wear Prada 2.
Okay. Just for context, because unless you're listening or watching this around where we live, they won't know what TrailerFest is.
Oh, right. Yes.
Josh wearing the shirt.
You know what Cinemacon is, but
most people probably know what that is more.
But yeah, it's just, Cinemacon is a convention in Las Vegas that the industry puts on, that all the studios go to get the movie theater owners excited about the upcoming slate for the next year.
It's where Josh got to meet Ana Darmus and I did not.
And Sydney Sweeney.
It was a lot of people. You showed me a lot of
Jenna
pictures.
Ortega.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Just to name a few.
Yeah. Not to brag, but
but that was last year. I didn't get to go this year.
Yeah, you didn't get. Yeah. I would have been even more mad because you would have seen 7 minutes of the beginning of Dune 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year it was got like a good 7 or 10 minutes opening of F1.
Yes.
Which, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, TrailerFest. So there's a lot of stuff.
So then locally, TrailerFest is something the local theater chain puts on that is just a fun, exciting, and I'm wearing my shirt.
Like an hour of trailers.
So you kind of go, and they kind of give you free snacks and things.
Swag.
And then t-shirts. And yeah, so it's a good time. And of course, you're kind of there with a bunch of other people that are just excited to see. I mean, literally we're going to spend an hour and watch trailers on the big screen. So you're normally pretty big movie fan. So it's fun. It's fun, good time.
Yeah, it's cool. This is my first year going. You've been to all of them, so
Yeah, it's my third year.
yeah, yeah, it was cool.
But yeah, so
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Devil Wears Prada 2
Yep.
comes out this week. This, I mean, I always liked the original film, but not like something that was like, oh, this is one of my favorite films. But just the fact of, what is it, like 20 years later, whatever it is, and this cast, which back then, Emily Blunt and Anne Hathaway weren't as big, right? Stanley Tucci probably was a little bit, and of course Meryl Streep was, but like,
yeah.
But then they've all continued to get even bigger or more, a stronger reputation.
Yep.
And so it's pretty impressive and pretty crazy to see all these four people in a movie together, and just exciting. And I think it'll be fun. I don't know if I'll end up going to the theater to see it, but I definitely look forward to seeing this at some point, because the cast is awesome.
Great cast, yeah.
Even if I'm not like huge into fashion.
Well, I am into fashion, but I don't really care about this movie, but it is a great cast. Yeah. Yeah.
So the next thing I have to mention,
Okay.
Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
This comes out May 22nd.
How you feeling?
Honestly, seeing that trailer got me more excited about it than I was.
Okay.
I think I was kind of like, oh, this is just a long episode of the TV show.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah. But seeing that trailer, it felt like there was more there. Knowing that it was directed by Jon Favreau.
True.
I mean, we have Martin Scorsese in it, Jeremy Allen White in it.
I didn't know Martin Scorsese's in it. Hey, he's really making the rounds.
Yes, he is.
Not directing, just acting.
Acting, yes. Of course, Pedro Pascal, but like he's obviously. So
how much is he actually in the suit? That's always the question.
I don't know. No, we don't know. But
Is it just him doing VO? And he wasn't even ever on set, because that was always the joke. Which,
the joke with the TV show, which I think is true. The TV show, it's like 50-50. Like, but that's to keep the budget.
I think it's how it started, but then eventually it was like, probably because he was busy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it eventually just became like, he's just doing VO.
Yeah.
Unless obviously he has to take off the helmet.
Yeah.
But
I would imagine for the film that he's probably there. He's probably in it all the time, if not most of the time.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Are you going to see this?
Yeah, I will see it, but I'm still very it's just Star Wars, we covered the Acolyte. It's just a bad spot for Star Wars right now in general. The last season of The Mandalorian was awful.
Yeah.
Too, when season 1 and 2 were so good. So it's just, I don't know. It is and also this is the first film since Rise of Skywalker in 2019, and that movie was awful as well. So it's just a very, very low point. That's why it's but
at some point
it's got to change.
Gotta at least flatten out or start going up.
I hope so.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to go see this. I think because I think I just
Do you think
hopeful always the Star Wars, like that it'll come together and be.
I'm always hopeful too. It's hasn't been good lately, but I am excited for Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah, and then Jon Favreau.
He's great.
He's a good director, especially feature films.
Yes,
and so I'm feeling it.
I mean, he definitely directed some of the best Mandalorian episodes.
Right, but even at that, like it's obviously a little different TV show versus film.
Sure.
Budget wise, time you put in, vest probably, and so. And then you're also having to try to balance keeping a tone between multiple directors, right? Whereas this is like, not that you still don't want to feel completely out of place, but I would imagine this could be a little bit more single vision of what he wants to try to create.
Yeah.
And so,
do you think? I have one question. Do you think Luke Skywalker will be in this film, but actually look good like he did in the Boba Fett show? Remember that? Where it was like, wow, this looks incredible now. And then in Mandalorian, he looked terrible. The CG.
Yeah. Was that season 2? Mandalorian?
The
end or something?
Yes. That was the end. And then he showed up. It's that crazy episode in the middle of Boba Fett that was like amazing because
It was basically a Mandalorian episode.
it was with like everyone.
Yeah.
And he looked amazing. Voice, everything.
Yeah.
So do you think?
I don't know.
Like, are they going to go that far to be like, oh, we need something that will bring people. What's the word? I don't know. Just like, got to throw in some more nostalgia that people love. Anyway.
It's not something I had thought about, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really. I could take it or
I
leave
mean,
it.
timeline wise, it's very possible. That's why I was just
Correct. Yes.
for like Prime Luke, which is awesome. So,
Mhm.
or
Right.
I guess Leia. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. Next I have Back Rooms.
Oh, right.
Comes out May 29th. This is just interesting to me because one, Kirsten was mentioning she wants to see this.
Isn't this a horror film?
It is kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But also, and then also, I think this director is like, he's like 20 years old. That's his first film.
Oh, is this a YouTube guy?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
But then also the concept, because it's based on a video game, right? Or something, or it's based off something else.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And the concept is interesting. So
It is. Yeah. Very interesting trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just fascinating.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, it does look intriguing.
All right. So next thing that I'm definitely excited about, Masters of the Universe, June 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this, I mean, you've got Alison Brie, Idris Elba, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to get some good cast in there, but also, I don't know, there's something about it. Just like, it reminds me of the Dungeons and Dragons movie where it's just like,
It does.
finding that balance of the camp, but like still making it fun and not too cheesy. And
Yeah.
and then, I mean, I loved the cartoon and had the toys as a kid. So,
Yeah, this is another one that I feel like is pretty close to your heart as far as like stuff you were really into that is being adapted.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was curious how you feel about it because I think it could be really bad or
Mm-hmm. Yes, but yeah, would you
or
know,
fine. I don't know if it's going to be amazing.
it's probably going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, but I think it could. I think it has a good chance of being above fine. I think
Yeah.
like the Dungeons and Dragon movie was definitely above fine.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was surprisingly.
Like it was a good
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's June 5th. Also June 5th.
Okay.
Scary Movie. This trailer actually impressed me because
Me too.
It was way funnier and I'm like, if this is even half the bits that are in there, even if these are like half the good bits.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It's like worth watching.
I this was a surprise because I didn't know this was happening. And yeah, when we saw this trailer, I was like, oh, they're doing this.
I think there's just so much to mine because it's been so long since they've been a parody of like basically scary movies.
Yeah.
And there's been so many new kind of takes and approaches to some scary movies. It's like, yeah, and it was great.
Yeah, I know. You're right. There's a lot because like I feel like I even saw a shot of someone that looked like Longlegs, which was great. So it's like they're even going to like stuff like that. Obviously Megan, which is like I don't really care about those movies, but like obviously that's a big thing.
Yeah. But and then you don't have to like have a lot of times these for the jokes to work. You don't have to have seen the whole movie.
No.
Yeah,
just to be aware of the character.
Yeah. Aware of the character, aware of you've seen a trailer, and that's enough to.
Now, one thing I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't see Art the Clown anywhere.
Doesn't mean it.
Which is again like my favorite of like modern.
But doesn't mean it's not. I mean, it was just a trailer. It's just a trailer.
Yeah, he's got to be in it.
But Anna Faris is in it again.
Yes,
which is great because she was always in the originals, and of course you got the Damon Wayans and.
Dude, that line, that's the one that killed me. When he shows up, he's like, "Why only half gay?" That was the one. You and I both were just like, that was the moment where we were like, I don't remember the context, but he like shows up. Anyway, yeah. It was good. This is like funnier than I thought it would be.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so looking forward to that. Again, I don't know if I'll get around to seeing it in the theater, but
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Might be fun. All right. Here's one I know you're excited to. Disclosure Day, June 12th. I mean, yeah, Spielberg. What more is there to say?
That's all you need to say.
Spielberg and sci-fi.
Yeah.
But also Emily Blunt, who's always fantastic.
Yes.
As well.
They also, I know what they're doing for this film is really cool because it's like the opposite of modern trailers now, where he intentionally is not showing anything of the third act. I read something about that, or someone was talking about it. And yeah, so it's like more of an old school trailer where it's just like a vague, kind of makes you uneasy. Like that. The sound design also is incredible with Emily Blunt when she starts like on the news. It's so cool. But yeah, it's just like, it's the opposite of like, there was another trailer in TrailerFest. I literally like leaned over to you. I was like, this is the whole movie. Yeah. And it's like, I hate that. So this is the opposite of that, which is really cool. So.
All right. Then next, Toy Story 5.
Oh yeah.
June 19th. On one hand, it's like crazy that there's a fifth one of these. On the other hand, though, this looks great.
Genius plot.
Yeah. And I don't know, like Keanu Reeves is written down as part of so was
he was in the last one.
But was he voice? Which character?
I don't remember, but he was in the last Toy Story. Yeah.
Basically, this one, the plot is, basically a tablet.
Yep.
Like the screens and against the old cool toys, and so you like said, great concept for
sure
Toy Story movie plot. So
and it's great to just hear everyone, like, it's all the same, hearing everyone still voicing their characters. Yeah.
And of course it's Pixar, so story structure wise it'll be good.
Yep.
So that one should be really good. Next is Supergirl, June 26th.
How you feeling about this one?
I'm kind of mixed. Like
I think the more I see of it, I'm like, oh
yeah,
because I was excited for it originally.
Because I like Millie Alcock.
Yeah,
and but honestly, yeah, kind of over Jason Momoa. And you're just
understandable.
Like, yeah, you're just like, dude, like you're just thrown in there. I feel like
is he getting to the level of Pedro Pascal?
I don't know.
Or he's just around too much.
Well, I'd also think like he's the same character all the time.
Yeah,
like he doesn't really do something different. So, which is fine in like these like buddy cop or buddy comedies, and you're just like, okay, yeah, you work for that. But
he would be very different as Duncan Idaho, though, especially. In the new film.
That's true. He did. I think that's where he.
That character anyway, but I mean,
yeah,
in the new one. But I understand what you mean.
Yeah. I feel like it's more like The Rock. Like it's just like thrown in there, and to be the kind of the comedic, like bruiser. Yeah, almost like right.
It's a very important comic book character though. Lobo, that he's playing, so like that's cool, but the more I've seen of this movie, I've been like, oh, this might not be good, which is unfortunate. So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I want it to be good because I know James Gunn's gonna I like James Gunn, and as a creative, and he's kind of steering the ship, and you're like, okay. So I kind of want to go see it for that, just to see like, how James Gunn does it feel, even though he's not directing or writing it, right? Like he still is producing it at some level. So
he's the Kevin Feige of DC now. Yeah.
So it's just kind of curious, the curiosity of like, how much do you still feel his presence on it, right? All right, put this one down because I just find this interesting. The Young Washington coming out July 3rd. This is Angel Studios, which is, kind of a smaller studio, but
they make good stuff though.
They do make, and then like the fact that Andy Serkis, Ben Kingsley, Mary Louise Parker, and Kelsey Grammer are in this film,
that's crazy,
is also insane.
The only thing I don't like about this is the name. Because it's like Young Sheldon. All these shows, it's just like, it's just bad. But the trailer looked great.
Yeah.
And yeah, the cast, it's crazy who all they got. But yeah, they should name it something else. That's my only opinion of it.
Okay. Next is a small film.
Okay.
The Odyssey, July 17th.
I really thought you were talking about a small film. We were just mentioning a young indie filmmaker, Christopher Nolan. Oh, man.
Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about it.
It's just
it's
so
Christopher
exciting.
Nolan. Yeah, it's the cast is crazy.
I know. Is this is this topping even Oppenheimer with who all's in this movie? It's close.
Yeah, it's got to be. I feel like it's got to be.
It's insane.
But
yeah. I can't wait. It's also just this story. Like I don't know it that well, but like obviously parts of it have been in so many things,
right.
Like it's so influential.
Inspired so many other things.
Right.
It's a little bit like I think about well with Foundation, like watching that show, or even a little bit of Dune, being a little bit more front and center in pop culture recently. And it's like, well, those books inspired so many other movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see the things and you're like, well, yeah, like in Dune, when they do the voice thing to control people and you're like, well, that's just, Jedi mind tricks. But that was original. Or, or like just, different things like that you see in both those. And it's kind of the same thing. Like there's probably stuff that you'd be like, oh, now with Nolan, there's always that possibility that, he's smart enough to like write something that maybe still avoids the tropes, right?
Yeah.
Of like the commonalities of other things that were inspired by. But
the thing I also am just really excited about to see is the spectacle of it, because just how much they talked about like all location, very similar to Dune, which is like you can feel that difference than it just being green screen, but also because there's a lot of like giants or things that are in it, and I remember seeing something about how they did a lot of even old school tricks where it's like either miniatures or force projection, like these kind of tricks in Hollywood to where
just using practical things.
Yeah, even though like there was kind of a thing with like Oppenheimer, like, oh, no CG, and it's like, really, no CG? We don't want to get into that because that still means invisible CG when people say no CG is in this film. So anyway, but like, yeah, I do like that he's taking that approach to it. So it's not just going to feel like it's going to make it feel more epic, I think, which is obviously what this story is.
Yeah.
So,
yep, looking for that.
And we are covering all of Nolan's movies. So check out the film podcast.
That's right. Yeah. Screen Time Film.
Same YouTube channel. It'll go up on Mondays. This is on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Our journey to the Odyssey.
Yep.
All right. So next we got Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is July 31st. To me, the trailer looks good.
It does.
I love the other three Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. I think they're all been good enough. The second one was the weakest, but
they've all been good,
solid.
Though. Yeah,
and I think he makes a good Spider-Man. So,
but this is a different director.
Yeah, so that's where
it does look good.
Yeah, so it's So Marvel excited about decent film in the Marvel universe. And then
Yeah, potentially 2, hopefully good Marvel movies again. Yeah.
yeah, so looking forward to that one. Super Troopers 3.
Honestly, don't know why they're doing this.
Yeah, it looks funny. The trailer looks funny.
It does, but Super Troopers 2, did you watch?
I did not watch.
It's not great.
Or if I did, I do not remember.
It's not great. Yeah.
But it's been long enough.
Sure.
It's kind of like the Scary Movie thing.
Sure, yeah.
Which also, they didn't put a number after it. Like, because there was like 5 Scary Movies before.
Yeah, there was.
And this is just called Scary Movie again. There's no number after it.
Maybe they'll... yeah, what are they going to do? It's got to be a play on something.
Yeah.
To where, like, they just call it the Scary Movie or something. Maybe they'll add a the. Or...
Wasn't it? Didn't they do that with Scream? Like, didn't they just do like a new?
Yeah, you're right.
There was like after a bunch of screams, and it was just like Scream.
Maybe.
Again.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, and then threw this in here for you.
Okay.
The Dog Stars,
Oh, yeah.
August 28th.
Yeah. Are you not excited about it?
I mean, I am at some level, but like I feel like it's the trailer still again. Enough avoiding like you still like you have no idea really what's going on.
No.
And so then
All you know is it's post-apocalyptic,
Yep.
essentially.
but also it's Ridley Scott, and
Yes.
then you have Jacob Elordi and Josh Brolin, Guy Pearce, and Margaret Qualley.
Great cast.
So like yeah, so then you're just like let's probably watch it.
Yeah.
Probably watch it.
Yeah, I think his most recent, like most of his modern movies that he's done, I've liked. So like he's still pretty high up there as a director for me. So yeah, I am looking forward to it.
All right, and then we've got Digger,
Yes.
October 2nd. This is from the director who did Revenant and Birdman and Babel with Tom Cruise. Know nothing else about this really.
Nope.
But just wanted to bring it up because obviously those factors. I mean, Tom Cruise does not do that many movies anymore, unless it's one of the ones he controls.
This is the first time we're going to see Tom Cruise in a very long time not be
action hero.
right. That's why it's cool.
Yeah.
That's why it seems it's interesting.
It's interesting. And then, of course, the director.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting. So,
But yeah, I have no idea what it's about. They haven't.
Nope. We got Godzilla Minus Zero,
Oh, yeah.
November 6th. Again, this is
Did you
just a
see the last one?
sequel to the. I never ended up getting to watch it, no. But I know
It's amazing.
Minus One was very
good.
very well received, and lots of people liked it. So
Is it the same director? I actually
think
don't
so.
know.
I think
Okay.
so.
Good.
all right, and then later in November, Focker-in-Law. Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is one of those like, I mean, there's like the trailer. It's like it's obvious. It's just replaying a lot of the same tropes, but I'm gonna watch it because
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna go see it in the theater, but I'm gonna watch it
Yeah, I will not see it in theaters.
because it, Meet the Parents was a good movie.
It was.
It was a classic. It's a classic comedy,
Yeah,
and then it's one of those things where you're like, okay, this concept of like the next generation coming in
yeah.
should have an opportunity to do. To me, this has the potential to be the best sequel since like versus instead of like the other sequels they did.
Yeah, they were not great.
They weren't. No, but I think like being that like it's the next generation now, it gives opportunity for I think to maybe have like the best.
I hope it's good. It's just didn't. I don't know. I mean, at TrailerFest, a lot of people seem to be laughing and enjoying it, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah. Well, I don't think like.
I love the first one.
Yeah, but I feel like that style of comedy, you're a little less.
You're right.
It's like.
You're right.
All right, and then this leads us to December 18th.
Oh, right. The day.
The day.
Doomsday.
Yep, Doomsday.
It's hard. You got to really emphasize the N.
Yeah, I think that N, so the M. Doomsday.
It's not Doomsday. It's Doomsday.
So we've got Avengers Doomsday, and Doom Part 3 coming out on the same freaking day.
Kind of bummed that they're not calling it Doom Messiah. But I understand why, because it's Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. But
yeah, I think for marketing reasons.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Better.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of these I think we're both very excited for. Maybe on the Avengers side, I might be a little more excited than you are.
For Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still am, but
there's no trailer, so it's like no real
right.
trailer,
Yeah,
so.
we haven't. Whenever this podcast gets released, maybe the trailer will be out. But as the time of us recording this, the trailer from Cinemacon
is not public.
Is not public, and that's the one that's centered around finally seeing Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, and just a lot more of like, maybe actually somewhat of the plot, or I think that's what's been described for this. So I am excited for this, but yeah, nothing's going to top Dune for me. So, but I am very, I hope it's good. I really do. This is the one more than I think even Spider-Man. It needs to be good. Yes.
Needs to be good. They need it.
For the future. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. It definitely has that pressure more than Spider-Man.
And if anyone can do it, I mean, it's the Russos. I mean,
yeah, they've delivered other quality films. And
what they probably just did is they just they figured out that the formula of Infinity War and Endgame and just copy it to Doomsday, and then people will
change out some characters. Yeah,
it's probably what they did, just to be safe. It's like remember Force Awakens.
Yeah,
they're like, this is just Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yeah, take the same structure, just change out the innocent. Yeah, so those are excited. And then next year, Spaceballs, the new one. I'm very excited for this.
Me too.
It looks great.
Because this is one I'm not worried about, because it's like, at least the creator of the first movie, it's still him. It's still Mel Brooks. So like, even though I don't really know the cast,
and this is just a teaser, they haven't really done a full trailer, but like him in the teaser, like the dude for being like, what is he, 99 or something like that, 98, 99.
That's crazy. Yeah,
like he's got so much energy.
Yeah, he's excited.
So like I was like, man, this guy has got more life than like half the 40, 50-year-olds I know.
Yeah.
And they got me. And then just the humor, you can see his humor, and then like kind of the same thing we were talking about with Scary Movie. Like, it's been a while since there hasn't been as many parodies in a while, and so I feel like there's a lot of new content to mine. Whether it's stuff from Dune or but then also there's plenty of Star Wars stuff as well, and then because that was the original, obviously had mainly pulled from Star Wars to parody, but then put other things in there too, like Alien and different things. So like,
yeah, that was one of the best parts of it.
Yeah, but there's plenty of new sci-fi stuff to pull from. So yeah, I'm excited for this. And so, did you have any that I did not touch on that you?
Just a couple that. Well, there's one that was showed at CinemaCon we didn't see, but I wanted to touch on it. And then a couple of the things that we just know a little bit about that is kind of, I want to
more news than
and I want to move it into a little bit of a discussion about like the future of like, because a lot of this stuff, like what's kind of being made now for movies and TV, but it was shown some of the stuff from Zach Krager's Resident Evil. And so this is the first thing in newer video game adaptations that are happening. Zach Krager did Barbarian and Weapons, so like he's great. So not really worried about that one. Yeah, I don't know. Did you hear anything about that?
I mean, other than I just knew he was making it, but like,
yeah, I didn't know though. I saw when I was looking up CinemaCon that they did show some of it, which is interesting. Okay. Which I guess means they're releasing it this year
or early next year.
Or early next year.
Yeah.
But it's got to be around Halloween. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Anyway, uh, so then this next one is the biggest one for me personally, and I'm going to tie it to one that I'm going to guess is probably really personal for you too in like your whole life. So the Elden Ring movie by Alex Garland. I've been following very closely because they are currently filming it right now. And I saw a lot of set photos and that game, and every game that Miyazaki made it from software is my favorite, pretty much all of my favorite video games. And so this is like very protective of it, and I've been very worried about them making this movie. But I know Alex Garland is a massive fan, and he directly went to Miyazaki, storyboarded it and everything, script, like he was very... So, I mean, they're in the middle of filming now. Set photos look great. A lot of practical. I was very happy about that. It looked very good. I'm still just worried. But so I want to ask you something that's very... or has always been like very close to your heart. I'm going to guess is Zelda for you.
Like similar-wise, like from like...
Yeah, and like they're making that into a movie. We don't know much about that either. How are you feeling about that? Something that's like you love.
Yeah.
That's a video game that's always been with you. And then
I mean,
it's going to be live action, right?
Yeah, yes, it's live action.
So,
I mean, it's kind of like I don't know enough of their approach, and but it's a weird video game because like this, it's not as there's not as much story. I mean, there's story there, but it's not as much. It's kind of loose, and it's more about the gameplay that I always. But the approach of how they make that into a live action is like
are you worried at all about it, or concerned?
I don't know. I mean, like,
I mean, maybe there's another example. Maybe He-Man's more of like the thing that like has always been with you, and that. No. Okay.
No.
I was just trying to think of something that was.
No.
Like something that you've always loved that they're now adapting.
I mean, present day, I don't know that I think they're probably the closer, the analogy would be Lord of the Rings.
Right, but they already did an amazing job of adapting.
No, but I'm saying in that moment.
Okay, gotcha.
What you're talking about.
Gotcha.
Something that like those books, like I read as, 12, 13, 14-year-old boy, read those books like multiple times and was super into anything Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings, and had lots of, and this was all before there were movies. And then knowing they were making a movie and knowing that like, and of course, see, when you first see that first trailer, and I it's hard to really link back to that because it was now, 20 years ago.
25 years.
25. Yeah.
20. Yeah, it wasn't around 2000?
2001, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. For the first one, the Fellowship. It's hard to remember distinction, but but I do remember like seeing the first trailers and then finally seeing the first movie, and how for me like it was like almost gave me chills because seeing things visually, and it was like this is how I pictured it in my head, and seeing it come to life. And of course now in retrospect,
that's best case scenario though.
Right? And now but in retrospect, like yes, he delivered.
Yeah. Right.
And now they're considered, like
same
a lot of people a masterpiece in that trilogy. And
same with Villeneuve and Dune now.
Yeah, right. And is another more present day example. But I did those books. I never read those books, but just saw the old movie multiple times and always thought it was a good, interesting story. But like, those didn't quite have the heart thing. But like. That would be probably the best example for me. Because other stuff, like, it's like, I mean, like, Zelda is a video game. Yeah, when they come out, I'm always excited for the next one. I play them. I think they're these last two, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are fantastic games. To me, if the movie ends up sucking, it's not going to change how I feel about the games.
Sure.
And so, like, it's not something I've even worried about.
Okay.
I know and I think there's a high potential that it's going to be not good because, like, it's just a hard thing to adapt because it is
Yeah.
such a weird character because he doesn't talk and he does, and there's not like a strong structured story there to work off of. But we'll see what they do.
I mean, Elden Ring is that's also like I can't imagine adapting that even. Like that's what I mean. So like it's just like
I don't know how that is. There more of a little bit more story there?
oh, there's a ton of lore and story. So like that's not an issue, but it's like there's so much to it. It's like who do you center on even? It's like kind of my thing. So in addition to that, I just found out another one that is being currently made, which is a Bloodborne movie is being made, which is another From Software game, another one of my favorites. This is being made by a YouTuber. Again, I know he is a massive From Software fan, so that's cool. But it's just, that's another one that I'm like, what are you going to do with it? But it's just interesting. And so I just wanted to, before we, and we don't have to talk about this long, but I just, it seems like,
Here we go.
what do you think like about the future now? Because it used to be like, think about, we were talking about the MCU. Superheroes was the thing, right? For how long now? Seems like now it's
Since the 90s, maybe.
right. Yeah, but even I would say like early 2000s. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was kind of the start of it. The Nolan with
that was
that.
in the 90s.
No, Spider-Man? No.
Sam Raimi's?
Yeah, it was like 2000, 2001.
Because the X-Men were also in the 90s.
Oh, you're right. X-Men would have been first, actually. That would have been 99. Yeah. Anyway, so like that, and then obviously Nolan does a Batman, and then right around the same time, Iron Man started that. I think now it's video games and anime. It's kind of the center point for live action movies and shows.
I would agree about video games. Video games is the thing that they've been chipping away, trying to.
Yeah. They're doing a lot more of that now. Yeah.
Do that.
You don't think anime?
I don't think anime is there. Are you talking about live action anime?
Yeah.
I don't think it's hit there yet.
Okay.
I don't think. I think you need to give it another 10 to 15 years because basically you need the kids that grew up watching anime need to hit like
right because we're hitting the video game now.
Yes, they need to hit where they're the ones making the films.
Okay.
So you need another 10, 15 years.
So that'll be the next thing after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
But I mean, it is cool that, I mean, we just covered One Piece. Obviously, this is a TV show, but that was really great, and the second season was even better. And then now we mentioned on the pod, Solo Leveling is the next one that's going to be live action, which is really cool. And I believe there's some other ones that are starting up. Now, this is more in the TV realm, but I think it will be in films as well. But anyway, it's just a very interesting time. I think like with anything else, though, if it's in the right hands, which some of the stuff seems to be, which is good, and it's done right, then cool. It's just when it's stuff, that's why I wanted to ask you, because something that's like always been with you. I feel like I don't know, maybe that's just me and not you, but I feel like I want to protect it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think again,
that's how I feel about
I think
Elden Ring, Bloodborne, all that stuff.
yeah,
Dark
I
Souls.
feel like I feel more about that, like you said, for Lord of the Rings and stuff than
Right.
The Legend of Zelda.
Okay. I was trying to think of a video game, and I guess that would have been the closest for you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the closest if you had something, but like, again, it's not. I don't feel like it's the same. Like I wouldn't.
Okay.
Like yeah, but I mean, yeah, no, I'm not. I think our approach to like things are different too. Like sometimes, like I can understand like if they, some people, I guess, well, I would say fans, not you specifically, maybe, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, but like, some people would be like, I don't know if they made like a Zelda cartoon thing that was like, very childish and
I think they did do that
at some point they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like I understand, like, oh, here, you know, you're going for a different target audience. The media, it's not for me. And even like, I think that's sometimes what falls into play in some of the, like the Star Wars TV stuff, right? Like the short streaming stuff, you want to call it, like where they try to skew it a little younger, like to have that broad spectrum. And that's where then the stuff is kind of like, you know, like, right. So, and then the things like when you do, you know, Cassian,
Andor,
yeah. I just couldn't think of the last thing.
That is very like adult,
right? And it from like just the way it approaches storytelling, right? And then it's like, oh, and then we all love it. That are like the people that grew up on Star Wars,
and we loved Rogue One before it, yeah.
And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like so
I got you. So there's different ways of doing it. Yeah,
and it's like those things are. I think I'm less, as a fan of something, I'm less like, no, I understand you're approaching this and bringing it to a new audience.
Yeah.
It might not be what I like and what I want, but like, I understand, instead of being like, just going off the, you know, just like getting mad about it.
No. Yeah. I want to be,
I'm saying all that to say is like the Legend of Zelda live action could be that. Like, I don't know if it's going to, I'm not saying it's going to be a PG movie, but like it definitely, but it might be. I don't know. Cause like the Mario movies are definitely very, I mean, I didn't care for either one of I haven't seen the second one because I didn't care the first one because I think it was definitely skewed.
It was just nice visually, but it was, and neither one was,
it didn't balance the stuff
much to it.
Like a Pixar film normally does, where it has a little bit more substance for the adults. And,
and I never watched the Minecraft movie because I just didn't want to, but I know people loved it.
Didn't get around to it, but they make a ton of money.
Oh yeah,
and I'm not faulting them for making them, and I'm not mad that they made them. Just know that they're not for me. And so, like, I think the Legend of Zelda could fall into that, and I mean, be like, oh yeah, this is not for me. I didn't care for it, but I understand why you made what you made.
Well, I just want one more point. I wanted to just be clear about like why I'm like so protective about this stuff and like concerned is just because it's when it's being made into live action. Because for instance, there's another one that's being made, which is also from Software, which is Sekiro, but that's going to be an anime. I'm not worried about that at all. Like anime not always, but has a good track record. So like that is cool. That's coming out this year. That's more similar to the game anyway. And the way it's made.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I feel like that is not a big of a jump in the translation of the original.
Yep. So it's mainly these things that are being, that are Japanese made and then are becoming a somewhat westernized live action. Not completely, but I don't know. So, but I just wanted to mention that at the end, and there's probably going to be a lot of comments about this, which is great. But I am interested what people think about it because I mean, all this stuff is huge. Video games and anime, especially, like you said, it's the next generation of people. I mean, YouTubers that are big are making like big budget movies now.
Yep,
it's crazy. It's cool though. I think that's really cool.
Yes. All right, so let's get into Euphoria season 3, episode 3, The Ballad of Paladin. A group of childhood friends wrestle with the virtue of faith, the possibility of redemption, and the problem of evil.
That's a weird description.
That's what it was for this episode.
Okay.
So I called it last week.
What'd you call?
There was a backstory for Jules this week.
Yes,
I said that.
That's right.
It was gonna happen.
Yes.
They did Maddie last week,
right?
And then they did Jules this week, and they did Rue the first episode. So yes, we get to see how she became a sugar baby or whatever.
Yeah.
Has a sugar daddy. What were your thoughts on that opening sequence and her backstory?
That part was fine because like I said, I think she's an interesting character. I think especially when Rue and Jules are together, I think that's the most interesting. Rue's story is interesting too. It's just like some of the images and stuff they're doing with it. I just think it's just like you're going a little crazy with it. That like I don't think is necessary. But yeah, I mean they're also just good together, good actors. So that was cool. And yeah, it was nice to see just because we didn't get any of her in the first episode, and then we didn't really get much last week either.
Correct.
So like, yeah, it was definitely like time for that. So what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was interesting because I think it's like there was the voiceover. Is that during this or not? Where Rue's kind of giving the voiceover about like the different ways people get rich in different times and opportunities.
Yes.
Talks about like gold rush and crypto and things like that. So I think it was interesting because then I think that was the setup of this, because there's the comment she makes about, well, it's better than working retail. And
That's
like,
what her roommate says to her, to Jules.
Yeah, or yeah.
She's the one that offers it, you know, or
like
mentions it.
Mentions, hey, here's something you can do.
Yeah.
And I just, I think it's a little bit of like, what are the new ways that people make a living, right? Like, and it's like, or can get by in society and pay your bills. That's
explored a lot in this season.
Right. Because like we had OnlyFans discussed
a lot
within episode 1 and 2, but mostly in 2, where with Cassie, and then now we've got this like kind of different avenue of like,
and then also exploring a more older profession that obviously is still done as well with like the strip club. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot.
So I think it's interesting. I think, it's not, I mean, looking at her past, what we saw like in season 1 and 2, or especially season 1, where, I guess she was getting on dating apps, even though she was young, and like hooking up with people,
right?
Like they were much older than her anyway.
Yeah.
And so
very interesting how that comes into play.
Why not get paid for it? Right. And like, her roommate kind of says that, right? Like, well, you're not sleeping with them any more than anybody else.
Yep.
And so anyway, I think it was interesting. I and then just from a visual standpoint, the shot where she's getting wrapped in plastic wrap.
Yeah.
Like that shot was really cool.
It was cool.
And from a visual standpoint.
Yeah. There's still times where it's just like, that visual flair and uniqueness that was so prevalent in season 1 and 2 is still there. It's just, I guess, I don't know about not as much, but it's just different this time. But yeah, you'll still get those moments. Yeah. And that was one of them for sure.
All right. And then we kind of get kind of a little bit of update on Rue's story.
She's now an arms dealer.
Yep. So she's selling guns.
Yep.
But mostly to Mexico.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
They're all going to Mexico.
That was interesting. They were 3D printing guns to sell.
I asked this last week. I'll ask this again. Do you think this is a good season, or did you like this episode in general?
Still very excited on the season. I mean, I think I would say this is the best episode so far.
Yeah, but I was very disappointed with the wedding.
Okay.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But yeah, the interesting was this pig with the situation coming back to the strip club. So
I don't know why they're still going with this.
Like the pig.
This is like the back and forth.
Yeah, but then like the thing I don't understand is why did they shoot it? Kill it. Why didn't they just like take it out? I mean, obviously it was their pig in the first place. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And so that was kind of weird and unnecessary.
Yeah.
As to your point about like
the gratuity of it. Yeah.
But otherwise, and that it does set up for where she tells about the
paladin.
bird, the paladin.
Paladin the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, great name for a bird.
And then we find, then kind of the end of this stuff before then we get to the wedding. You know, Rue gives Jules some money.
Yeah, that was
to go
interesting.
to the wedding with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "I'm now your sugar daddy."
Mm-hmm. And I was surprised that Jules took it, and there was no fight between them. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to make of that, but
and she just says, "Dress sexy" or something.
Yeah.
And then we basically cut to the wedding. We see Maddie walking in with the ridiculous dress.
Yeah, every episode she's wearing the most over the top thing ever. Yeah.
But then we get Rue and Jules coming in, and and Jules is also wearing a ridiculous dress.
Mm-hmm.
The
Rue's just in a suit. Yeah.
I think this wedding is crazy. We'll get into it, but I think the stuff Cassie's mom is saying to her when she's basically walking her down
that was brutal.
It's like, yes,
literally the whole time.
It's like, basically like all the reasons you shouldn't be getting married as you're walking down the aisle.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I've always loved that character in this show, their mom, but it's also the actress, because do you remember her in Waiting? She was like one of the best characters in Waiting.
It's been a while since I've seen Waiting.
Okay, she's the one that is like, she's one of the waitresses, but she's so nice to them, and then as soon as she walks off, she like just starts yelling and like yelling profanities. It's so good. She's been in other stuff too, but I don't know. I just loved her character in that.
Yeah.
But like how she acts in this show too is, she's definitely quite a character. But it is just funny seeing her, and then you see how she is towards Cassie, and then how she is towards her sister as well, and how different they are. It's just, yeah. Yes.
Also, we get to see what was it, $30,000, $50,000 worth of flowers?
Yeah. Yeah. Was it worth it?
It's a lot of flowers. I don't know if it was worth it. It was a lot of flowers.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah, so then they get married, which was also kind of surprised. I was expecting something to happen.
I know.
And they actually got married.
Yeah.
And then we get to the reception.
Stuff happens is just later, but yeah, you think that something was gonna,
Which is them bailing, one of them bailing and not going
right, I know.
Like Maddie doing something, like something, there's like, and so then we get to the reception, and I'm trying to remember, I know Rue leaves at some point.
Yeah, she's got to do the pickup.
She gets the call for the pickup and leaves Jules there. And then the Russian guy shows up and kind of threatens Nate. And then they do their first dance, and like she's practically crying. Cassie's crying as they're doing the dance. And that was all like pretty kind of funny, because it was like the very well done balance of like everything's supposed to be happy and smiling and pretty, and yet her life is falling apart.
I think it's better when she's at the table and her sister's like, "Are you okay?" And it's just like her, and she's like, "Why wouldn't I be? This is the best day of my life." And it's just like her reaction. Tears. Yeah, it's amazing. that was good.
That was a good scene. Like honestly, like Sydney Sweeney in this episode.
Oh yeah,
because we'll get to a little bit later, but some fantastic moment.
Yes,
but even then with the dancing and stuff, like I think again the balance and the showing she's upset but then trying to hide it is really, really done well.
So the reason why I'm kind of bummed out is because like this is what we were mentioning, like, hey, this is the chance for everyone to come together.
Yes.
And there wasn't much. There were still some good conversations, but there wasn't as much of like our main people like interacting with each other as I thought there would be. That's why I was saying that.
Well, yeah. I mean, Rue left, so
right. Yeah, there's I mean, that's already.
And then we did get the moment with Jules and Nate briefly.
Yeah,
and then
that
also,
one was good.
And then also Jules and Nate's dad.
Yes, for
his name in the show.
Yeah, I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah, but that interaction, them at the bar, that was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Cal, his name is Cal. Mm-hmm. Yes, Cal.
And the other than that, like we get Maddie kind of like zoning out.
I really thought she was going to make a scene.
Yeah. I think it's coming, just not yet.
Okay.
Because like to your point, like you were talking about, like, yeah, I think this would have been an opportunity to do more.
Yeah.
But then also, I didn't think it would happen in episode 3.
Right.
So I think hopefully, I'm just saying hopefully this was the catalyst to kind of bring them all, to kind of intermix them all together so that then the rest of the season, they can be more intertwined. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it still could come in future episodes. Yeah. But just like, yeah, I was surprised it was kind of more, a lot of them were more like siloed off from each other. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it still could.
Yeah.
Could come later. Yeah.
So Rue is gone. Well, I guess we can talk about it. Like, we can finish the wedding stuff first.
Okay.
So then they leave the reception. Nice slow-mo again of like, I like how there was like down the aisle after they got married, and then also as they left the reception with like the sparkles or whatever they were doing. Like,
yeah.
Those two like were like slow-mode, like, oh, here's the happy moment, right? In a happy moment. And then
but you just know something's gonna happen.
Yeah. And then there's the conversation in the limo,
yep.
Right? And then they get home.
Yep.
And the Russian guys are there.
Yeah.
And they start beating the crap out of Nate. The one guy pushes Cassie down so she hits her face. And we get like one of my favorite scenes.
Oh, her.
When she's sitting there crying and whining. And she's like, I got blood on my face. Yeah. And she's like crying and whining. And the camera just sits on her. But then in the background, he's getting beat up and down the steps. Up and down the stairs,
yeah.
And
yeah, that was good.
It was really, really good. Really good blocking and framing of a scene, and then also performance from her, like just all around the. I don't even know if it really was Jacob Elordi. I mean, it might have been stunt double back there because you can't really see that well. But just all in all, like that was like another great moment, and cinematography.
Honestly, I mean, it still was brutal, but like, honestly, I feel like for like what these guys are, I think Nate got off a little easy. Only like a toe. I mean, he got
a small toe.
Yeah, right. And he got beat up a lot, like in his face and thrown around. But like, dude, these guys normally would like massacre someone. Yeah. So these type of people, unless this is like a misdirect, and they're not, but like they're very stereotypical. You know, I don't know. I think he got off okay for how much does he owe them? And how long has it been?
$500,000? I don't know, something like that.
And also him just being like, oh, you spend a lot of money on this wedding,
right? Well, yeah, it's what they really are upset about, right? I forget. The Cassie with the champagne bottle, and then cork hits Nate in the face. That was just a funny moment. But then she's like, they're both so upset, but like it's funny for us to watch, right? Also good performance. So then we get the Ruse side story that happens, which is also kind of like crazy, like we were talking about, like pulling her away from like the group, so that, and then it's still missing that moment that we were looking for where they're all interacting like they do and the parties or whatever, the reason that they have to be together because of the in season 1 and 2.
This is my favorite scene in the car. Because she told Safez.
Yeah. So you like this, huh?
I did because I just miss that dude so much. I think he was one of the best characters. And I understand they got it, because he passed away. Yeah, I don't know. It was a nice scene hearing her talk to him at least somewhat, even though he's in jail, and obviously in that, like, that's kind of what they decided to do with this character for this season. But did you not like it?
It just felt forced to me.
Sure.
Didn't feel natural, and
I can see that.
I mean, because it had to be one-sided conversation, which you normally wouldn't do unless you're trying to hide something, and it felt a little off to me.
Yeah,
and out of place too, just like random.
Yeah,
call.
You're not wrong. I just think that character was so good. His interactions always with Rue were so good. But honestly, the best was like him and Lexi's relationship, because it was just like so like the opposite of everyone else. We're just like so pure and innocent. So.
Yep. And then she shows up at Lori's, and of course, I don't know what the guy's name is, but the bodyguard,
I forget.
Yeah, guy's there as well, and so they show up there, and of course, right off the bat, they get kind of, I guess, surprised and get a gunpoint, so he has to give up his gun. So the tension in this thing, they do such a good job of like the awkwardness and the tension of this.
The only thing that was stupid is him throwing up the money and saying I'm a cowboy, and then doing
the slow-mo of that.
That was really dumb.
Yep. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
All right.
That was weird and out of place.
Yeah.
And shouldn't have happened. But no, but the rest of it, the tension is there. And then, of course, he's got to test it, but then he subtly also throws something in the water for the bird.
I couldn't even tell what that was. I mean, I guess they are involved with so many different types of drugs, but I was like, what is he giving to this bird?
Well, also could just be like something that he keeps on his hand that you can put in anybody's drink.
That's true.
That kills somebody.
And you have to know it's going to dissolve. So like there's no trace. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like if you kill people for a living.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the first time he's
like, you might keep on hand a few
true.
things in your pocket that you could just slip into somebody's drink that would kill them.
True.
So it might just be that simple.
Yep.
But yeah, we get the bird dying after they leave right away.
Well, she's
sleeping on the chair. So like we don't get to see her reaction yet.
Yep.
And the retaliation, which I guess we'll get next week's episode. But the Rue, well, they'd say something like, "Oh, we miss you, Rue. Get you back." And she's like, "I'm really digging working for Alamo."
She asked, "What would it take to get you back?" And but she's ascended so much.
Yep.
With the Alamo,
but
that
also,
she's not gonna want to go.
Yeah. Plus the living situation, like that.
Oh, dude, those two guys are so annoying.
Yeah. Like, why would you want to go back?
I know.
None of that is appealing.
Yeah.
Other than her friend stuck there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Right. And also, like, I just like seeing how they talk, and then seeing all the Nazi stuff on the wall and or tattoos. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, probably not the most fun place to be.
Yeah, and then we get Rue's driving down and gets pulled over by some police in the DEA.
DEA, yes. Now at that point, did she do the pickup? You don't
it's
see
not real
that
clear
happen.
if she's the one that takes it or the other guy takes it, but
Right.
you assume she takes it.
That was the idea, but you didn't actually see that happen. So that's why it's interesting. Yeah. We don't know what's... Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he wouldn't take it. I mean, she's responsible for that. That's part of her job.
So she should have it on.
She should have
that
it on
vehicle.
Her. Yeah,
which is why she's nervous. Get pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
Still like don't know where this season's going, which is where like why you're like when you asked the question about season 3, and it's like, well, I have no. I mean, like, yeah, I can assume we're gonna still have this side Breaking Bad storyline, right?
Yeah,
with Rue and stuff, and that's gonna continue, and we're gonna have repercussions from this. Like the cops and stopping her, and then Lori Bird dying, and so there's going to be like still that little back and forth and fighting.
I hope it doesn't just keep going though, because so far it's just like back and forth. Like he's sending something to her, she's sending something back. It's like, all right,
sent you a message, and you're like,
yeah,
I'm sending the message back.
Yeah.
And yeah. The thing is, like, he's got way more resources and people than she does.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
So like, I don't understand why she's.
I don't know.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, and the same thing with even, I mean, does Cassie turn to OnlyFans to get the money to pay their stuff off now that she knows they don't have any money? Should she go back to that?
I don't know.
Right? Like she was going to do it and then like deleted it because he made her, but
yeah, them two in general this season, it's just very strange, the story anyway, and it's so different that I honestly have no idea like what's gonna happen with that. And it is more of like the ones that I don't enjoy as much watching is Cassie and Nate. It's just
then what about Maddie? What's she gonna, I mean, like, where is she gonna go back to just being an agent? I feel like, because I feel like that's, I mean, if you're trying to keep everybody kind of interconnected, like having her, okay, Cassie, go back to her and be like, okay, please help us. I'm gonna do this thing, OnlyFans or some other kind of modeling, whatever, to make some money.
Yeah.
And then can you help me with that? And then so you kind of have that storyline. Maybe even Jules, I don't know. Like but then you got the Rue and Jules stuff. Because then we also get Jules going back at the very end, and the guy's there, right? Get a quick brief shot of her back at her apartment.
Is he there? I don't remember.
And he's like showing up, like says hello or something.
Yeah.
But you don't see him. Like he's like off camera.
The only thing I remember is the voiceover of Rue mentioning, because you were talking about the montage at the beginning, but then eventually she's only seen him, which you mentioned. So
the plastic surgeon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's shows back up there or not.
I think he does at the end.
Okay.
I think it's right before we go to see Rue pulled over.
Because before that, she was just saying like, oh yeah, he has a family and this is just another place he owns, so she lives there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, still just hard to know where this is even going. Just going along for the crazy ride.
I know. Yeah, it's not really like it's not like I'm like looking forward to it every week.
No.
It's But we did finally get House of the Dragon date. So
oh, do we?
Yeah, it's June 21st or something. Oh. It probably is right
no,
when.
I think that means there's gonna be
there's gonna be a couple weeks in between.
I think.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess next week we'll then be halfway through this season, right? Is there only 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, which is why it ends like the end of May or first Sunday in June. So if the other one doesn't start till, there's going to be
a couple weeks,
2 or 3 weeks in between. But all right, well, any other thoughts on season 3, episode 3 of the Euphoria?
No.
What about you guys? You got any thoughts or feedback for us for this week? Let us know. You can email us at feedback@screentimepod.com or leave a comment or DM. Please like and subscribe and follow us on all the different platforms. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All Screen Time Pod. If you want to follow Jared and I on Instagram, I'm at JYoungBar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
All right. We will catch you guys next week.